legal perspective in this case, just how much trouble is the mayor in, and would it be in her best interest to step down to fight these charges? Joining us with more on that is former prosecutor Andrew Radding with the law firm of Adelberg, Rudow, Dorf Hendler. Good morning, and thanks for coming in.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Let me just start off by saying, when you look at the indictment, they make the case right off the bat. They say, number one, you've been in public office since 1988. Number two, you know that you have to disclose certain things every year. So they're kind of saying, what, you know better?
That's part of it. You know better, and you broke the rules. That's the allegation. The indictment has to set forth the conduct that was committed that the prosecutor alleges is a crime, and that the grand jury finds probable cause to charge. Okay,
they were throwing some of the charges up on the, and she has a number of different, we've got 12 counts.
Yes, we do.
Perjury, misconduct, a number of things. When we talk about the allegations, is this case really going to be coming down to the gift cards, the so-called gift cards that were misappropriated?
The gift cards,
allegedly,
I think, are going to be a hot button at the trial. There are allegations of theft, there are allegations of gift, there are allegations that they were improperly used, and I think people are going to want to hear the answer to that, because those are the most inflammatory or compelling allegations, I think, in the indictment. Because
it looks like there's 3 sets of gift cards that they're talking about, and on the face of it, some people would say, well, you know, this appears to be sort of petty, but that she is charged with felony theft as far as these gift cards are concerned.
Well, the basis of felony versus misdemeanor is based on value. At his press conference yesterday, Arnold Weiner was explaining why he thought these charges were de minimis. Obviously, the prosecutors think they're far more serious. That's going to be an issue at trial.
But when they talk about the gift cards in this indictment, they talk about they were intended for the needy. How do you explain away, as an attorney, how would you explain away, you know, these gift cards were intended for the needy, they somehow fell into your hands?
Well, that's part of the task of the defense. I mean, Mr. Weiner gave an overview of what their defense would be yesterday. He at trial is going to have to defend or explain, or through Ms. Dixon, each of those allegations and why they were not a crime, why they were not wrong, and what really happened. That's a trial.
And part of this is trying to get it dismissed at its earliest availability.
Mr. Weiner said he was going to file a motion to dismiss. Those are filed generally on legal grounds. Are the allegations sufficient to support an indictment? My guess is that the case will go beyond the motion to dismiss, and that the courts will probably say this is a question for a jury. Although you never know. Again, we haven't seen all the facts in what they're going to allege.
And from your experience, is there anything obvious to ask for dismissal on?
You have to go through, and I'm sure Mr. Weiner and Mr. Kelberman and their staff are going through item by item, each allegation, how it's supported by the law, how it can be attacked by the law.
Let's talk a little bit about the court of public opinion. Yesterday, we saw this unfold on live TV, a news conference, you know, what the mayor's attorneys making their case, we're reporting it. All that speaks to the court of public opinion, the potential jury pool. What has to happen? What does the mayor have to do? Because it's the ball sort of in her court now, since she does have a captive audience.
She does. The mayor made it clear yesterday, I think, that she's going to continue being the mayor. She's going to stay in office, she's going to do her job, and that's absolutely correct. She'll also obviously be working with her legal team, but she's got to go on doing her business, working for the people of Baltimore and listening to what her lawyers say. I'm sure it'll be a bit of a distraction, but she's got to leave the lawyering to the lawyers, and she's got to do her job, and I think she served notice that she's going to do that. This investigation's been going on for a long time. She's been performing as mayor. Now the charges are brought, but there's little difference. She's known about the investigation.
And the law does not say she has to go anywhere. No. She is innocent until proven guilty.
Absolutely.
Okay. Mr. Radding, thanks so much for coming.
Thank you.
We'll continue to watch this.